Welcome, future leaders and changemakers. You're listening to After the Bell, your next chapter, the podcast dedicated to helping you figure out what comes next after high school. I'm your host, Pasita.
And I am your co-host Anki. Today's episode is all about two big, exciting, and sometimes daunting decisions we all face as we get ready to graduate. What can we do? What should we do? Is a question on everyone's mind right now.
Absolutely. Many students feel unsure about their future. It's really hard to make a decision, but this show helps them make informed decisions. We have got a fantastic lineup today. Two interviews sharing their personal journeys, an advice guru to guide us, and two debaters ready to explore different pathways. Let's dive in.
To kick things off, we be invited two classmates, Mimi and Garcia, to share their perspectives on life after high school. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having me. It's definitely a hot topic for our grade, but can I drink a cup of coffee? I will always drink a cup of coffee in the morning.
Glad to be here. It feels like every conversation starts with what are you doing after graduation?
It really does. Mimi, let's start with you. What are you considering for after high school, and what led you to make that choice?
Well, I usually take notes when I visit university open days. I love learning about different careers and programs. I'm doing research about medicine because I would like to be a psychiatrist one day, and I'm also talking to people who are already working in those fields. I usually ask them about their daily work and career advice. I will usually ask many questions to understand better, but despite this, I'll probably take a gap year to volunteer abroad. I need to think carefully about that to make a good decision. I've already contacted a few universities and I've been looking at their campuses and their extracurriculars. I've also spoken to a career advisor at my school to help me because sometimes I feel very confused and I don't want to make a wrong decision. To conclude, I want to make a recommendation to future students. I recommend doing research before choosing. Also, it's important to avoid making a quick decision without enough information.
I have been thinking a lot about these decisions lately, and I have realized that there is no simple answer. It's a process that requires a lot of research and reflection. Garcia, what about you? What's on your horizon?
For me, I'm pretty set on going straight into a vocational program. I've always been more hands-on and passionate about digital design. I've been working on my design skills for years and I'm making great progress. And I've also found a fantastic 2-year program with great timetables that focuses heavily on practical skills and industry connections. And it doesn't even make a big fuss about grades. I've been preparing myself for this opportunity by taking temporary online courses and attending workshops. I don't want to spend years studying theory. I want to start building things and learning by doing as soon as possible. My goal is to work in animation studios and I will always try my hardest to achieve it.
Those are two very different but equally valid paths. It's great to hear how you're both thinking strategically about your futures.
It's important to consider all your options carefully. I'm currently looking into different universities, but I will also research alternative paths, such as vocational training or a gap year. I will talk to people who have already gone through this process because they can share valuable insights. Bicho, what guidance can you offer to our listeners as they face these critical decisions?
Thanks, Anki. My main piece of advice is to make uninformed decisions. Start by looking inward. What are your passions? What are your strengths? Don't you follow what your friends are doing or what you feel pressured to do. I always encourage students to explore every pathway. I find that many people are discovering new talents during the process. Do thorough research on all your options, university, vocational schools, gap year programs. Talk to people who are already on the paths you are considering. Get their insights. Remember, this is your future, so make an informed decision that aligns with your goals. You will frequently encounter new information, so it's important to keep learning.
That's an excellent advice, Bishop. It emphasizes self-reflection and proactive planning. What about potential setbacks or changing your mind later? Some people will sometimes change their path more than once in life. It's easy to make mistakes. Others will always follow a plan and stick with it no matter what.
It's completely normal to change your mind. The course you chose now isn't set in stone. Many people switch majors in university or transition from a vocational job to future higher education, or vice versa. I've been observing how flexible the job market has become, and people have been making significant career shift for years. The most important thing is to take the first step, keep learning, and be open to adapting. Every experience contributes to your process, so don't be afraid to take risks and learn from them. I've seen countless individuals succeed after changing their initial plans. People will often find that their initial path isn't the final one.
We have already talked to 3 inspiring guests today. I've learned so much from their experience. Now, let's bring in our debaters, Sivi and Otto, to explore the pros and cons of some of the most common post-high school paths. Sivi, let's start with you.
Thanks, Pasira. I'm here to advocate for the traditional university route. A university degree, especially from a reputable institution, is a great way to pursue higher education. Often provides a broad education and opens doors to many opportunities. Many students do research before they make a decision about which university to attend. Right now, a lot of students are taking notes and doing assignments to prepare for entrance exams. More and more people are realizing that higher education is becoming essential in today's world. If you choose this path, you will make progress in your academic and personal life. You will also meet people from different backgrounds and learn new perspectives. I have already completed several assignments during my studies, and a lot of my friends have made decisions that changed their lives for the better.
I understand that perspective, Sivi, but I'm here to highlight the benefits of vocational training and entering the workforce sooner. Not everyone thrives in academic setting. Some people prefer hands-on learning and they seek practical solutions rather than a theory. And many students choose vocational training because it suits their learning style. It gives them a clear path forward. Vocational programs are offering hand-on skills, practical experience, and a direct pipeline to specific jobs that are in high demand, like electricians, plumbers, or technicians. More students are realizing that these paths are both efficient and fulfilling. Students often graduate with less debt and can start earning money and gaining valuable work experience much faster than their university counterparts. People will tell you that traditional degree is the only path, but that's no longer the case. Employers will look for skills and certification just as much or even more than a diploma.
For years, I've been doing research about different universities and programs. Last semester, I've been doing assignments regularly to make progress in my studies to get that diploma.
Plus, you can always pursue higher education later if you choose to. And while universities offer diverse ideas, resources, and academic support, the job market is changing rapidly. Many companies are now prioritizing skills and experience over a traditional degree. Vocational training adapts quickly to these market demands, ensuring graduates are immediately relevant. It's about efficiency and direct impact. I have spoken to many professionals who started this way, and they are thriving and making money. We have seen how these careers can lead to stable, well-paying opportunities. In fact, some have been working in their field while continuing to expand their skills, and others have been gaining promotion even more turning 25. It's about efficiency and direct impact. And remember, learning is a skill and due to especially in a trade are not fallback options. They are smart strategic decisions. I have always wanted to attend a prestigious university, but after hearing everyone's perspective today, I am beginning to think about other possibilities as well. Fascinating points from both of you. It's clear that both paths have significant advantage depending on individual goals and learning styles.
We're nearing the end of another insightful episode of After the Bell. It's been incredible, valuable to hear everyone's perspective. A lot of students have been exploring new career paths recently, and the career counselors have been meeting with more students than ever before. Anki, would you like to share a final thought?
Absolutely. What I'm talking away from today is that there's no single right path after high school. It is about informed choices. Every decision, whether it's Mimi Gap Year, Garcia's vocational program, or their paths, CIVE and auto debated, has its own merits and challenge.
Exactly. Let's do a quick round of final thought from our guest. Mimi, would you like to make a suggestion?
I've been thinking about the challenges that students face at university, and I want to tell all of you not to be afraid and to give your best. If you have a dream, research it and make a plan.
You will always find problems in the way, but always trust your instincts about what you want to learn and how do you want to learn it, and make a decision from that.
This is your journey. Embrace the learning process even after graduation. You have been preparing for this moment for a long time, and now you are choosing your next step. I have always believed that continuous self-improvement is key, and I'm still discovering new things about myself every day. My advice is to find a personal tutor if you need extra academic support.
Making decisions about your future means being open to learning and to never stop trying to improve yourself.
And remember, hand-on skills are more valuable than ever. Find something you love to do.
I make it a habit to talk to people who have already gone through this process because they can share valuable insights. It has been really helpful to hear everyone's stories today.
That's all for this episode. We hope this discussion has inspired you to think critical about your own path. It's important to avoid reaching into decisions without reflection. Choosing what to do after high school means thinking about your passions.
Join us next time for more insights into navigating life big transitions. Until then, I'm Anki.
And I'm Pasita. Thanks for listening.